7, you're watching AM. It's just hours before the Breakers take on the Kings in the NBL Grand Final decider, and officials have taken steps that sure to wind up the Sydney side's coach. Chase Buford has been fined $3.5 grand following comments he made about the ref and what he says is the Breakers' over-the-top physicality. Well, it all just makes for even more tense and exciting viewing tonight. Sky City Breakers General Manager Simon Edwards joins us this morning, bright and early from Sydney. Thanks for being with us, Simon.
No problem. Thank you very much for having me. Just
first of all, any players that have pulled up with any injuries that could affect any selection process for tonight?
No, currently touch wood, but we're all healthy and all ready to go.
Excellent. Now, the Kings coach, as I mentioned, has been fined for comments about the ref and his dealings with the Breakers' physicality. Does that affect the team's approach tonight, or does it add any extra tension around the edges?
No, it's a 5-game series. We've played all season long. We've had 28-game season. We've had semi-finals. We've had finals, and it all comes down to this game. So, yes, there is chatter in the background, but the guys know what the guys need to do, to get this win. And a lot of the background is just background noise.
Is it kind of mind games to either try and get an easier deal from the ref or a little bit of an ease off from the Breakers?
I can't really comment about what specifically they were trying to do or whatever the case may be, but it's sport. There's a lot of passion that's involved, but it's something that people are talking about it, and that for a sport like ours that is growing. Basketball is the fastest growing sport in New Zealand. And we broke records. Spark Arena, we broke the record for the biggest basketball game in New Zealand's history on Sunday, with over 9,000 people in the building. And then the day on Friday, game 3 broke the NBL all-time record in Sydney with over 18,000. So the sport, the NBL, is on the up, and stories like this gets people talking.
Exactly, and I know you've been a diehard fan since ages ago. Was it true you were a towel boy when you were 12? You've been a mascot. You're now general manager. Would a grand final win tonight be a kind of fairy tale ending to your story with the Breakers?
Definitely not an ending. It'll be another chapter. But yes, no. On the first ever game in 2003, I was a towel boy, and have continued through, as you said, have been a mascot. I did my internship with the Breakers, and have kind of been around. And it's been a long time. Basically a 20-year. Journey, but not one that's ending if we win or lose, hopefully.
Just one more step in the fairy tale. Are there any traditions or superstitions or habits that the team do on game day?
It kind of varies from guy to guy. I know this morning, obviously, everybody's going to get up, have breakfast at their set time. We go have shoot around at the venue. We have Phil come back. There are guys that have sleeps, some that don't, some have walks, so on and so on. I have worn a lucky pair of undies only twice this series, and we've won both times.
Oh.
So I'm going to be wearing those tonight.
You better wear those undies.
I don't know why I changed it up after the first one, but I 100% went back to wearing them. So if we win, it's my lucky undies.
Very good. Okay, well, there's a lot riding on those undies. Breakers General Manager Simon Edwards, thank you so much for being with us. We're speaking with another mega fan as well, just coming up after 8, because of course it's probably going to be another record crowd in Sydney. So there has to be some Kiwis there trying to combat the Australian crowd. We're going to talk to some of them who are making the trek.
You meant to ask what sort of undies? What, are they Superman undies or?
Oh, are they specific undies?
I suppose it would be a bit weird if you did ask him that.
Yeah, I don't know how much.
What sort of undies are you wearing?
The details of his
Yeah,
undies and
it is
maybe
weird.
gone too far.
It is weird.